This week, Beacon Web News covers the inauguration of James Birge as MCLA's 12th president, and we'll see who won the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Challenge hosted by the MCLA Leads Initiative. Then we'll get an exclusive look at Buck, a dance performance by Bryanna Bradley inside the Nick Cave exhibit at MASS MoCA. BWN begins right now. Welcome to the April 26th episode of Beacon Web News. I'm Dan Wohler. President Birge is officially the 12th president of the college after his inauguration last Friday. Maggie Allen caught up with Birge and others involved in the procession.
After more than a year on the job, President James F. Birge was officially welcomed to the MCLA community after being inaugurated as the 12th president of the institution. The inauguration was held on April 21st in the Church Street Center, where he was joined by many representatives of the school. Among that group was board member Buffy Lord. Lord described the experience of her first ever inauguration of a college president.
It was really amazing. I hadn't been part of Mary Grant's inauguration, so this is the first inauguration of a college president, university president I've been to. It was really wonderful to see the faculty there, to see staff support, see members of other co-plaque schools there. The benediction was great, but more the students being there and being a part of it meant a lot to me. It was good.
She also touched on what she's looking forward to working on with our new president.
Looking forward to working with Jamie to continue our access mission and to advocate to help lessen student need, to meet that unmet student need, because that's what we do. We are here to help first-time college students, first-generation college students get through and improve their lives.
Lord was able to be a part of the search for the president and has this to say about it.
I was on the board of trustees during the search process, and I have to say, we had amazing candidates, and Jamie, I'm really happy he's here.
Student trustee Bryanna O'Rourke gave the students' perspective on what the most important thing the president has done for the college thus far.
So the most important thing that President Birge has done has been that he listens to the students' concerns, and he really wants to make concrete change with the things that we're telling him we're concerned with.
After the inauguration, there was a reception in the Amser Campus Center where students could mingle with President Birge. O'Rourke then explained one of her favorite things about the school's new president.
I would have to say it's the bow ties.
You will always catch President Birge with a bow tie on around campus. But during the inauguration, that famous bow tie was replaced by the Presidential Medal. When speaking to President Birge, he explained how it felt to be officially the president of MCLA and what he has taken away from his first year.
Well, it feels great. The last year has been great to learn the different things that are happening at the institution, to meet lots of wonderful people, and to think about the importance of our work, as I said in the inauguration address. This is a meaningful place. It's a fun place, and I think the work that we do makes changes in people's lives. So.
Being president of a college comes with a very heavy list of things to do. President Birge explains what he has on task moving forward.
Well, I'm really excited about the strategic plan process. By late summer, early fall, we'll know what the plan will be. We'll have something approved by the Board of Higher Ed and our own Board of Trustees. That work has been really exciting. I think the strength of that plan is that there have been 60 people from around the college, students, faculty, staff, alumni, local businesses have chimed in on it. So I'm really excited about what will emerge from that, and then having that be our guidepost for the next 5 years. So.
President Birge's family was in attendance on Friday, including his wife, 3 daughters, 1 via Skype, and his sisters. This is what he had to say about his family being there to celebrate his big day.
It's really meaningful for my sisters to be here for me, and I have cousins here and friends who are really like family for many, many years. So to have them here has been wonderful.
On behalf of the Beacon Web News and the student body, we want to officially welcome President Birge to MCLA campus. For Beacon Web News, I'm Maggie Allen.
Thanks, Maggie. Locale was named the winner of the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Challenge, receiving $10,000. Sam Niskern spoke with the winning team and the other finalists.
This past Wednesday, the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Challenge came to a close as judges J.D. Chelsoff, Nancy Fitzpatrick, and Jack Wadsworth decided on which of the 4 finalists would receive the check for $10,000. One of the finalists, Wise Eye, run by Joseph Barardis, Peter Chase and Daniel Heinen, focused their attention on harnessing augmented reality as a way to increase tourism through virtual reality adventure games that also guide players to local destinations and businesses. Locale, a food truck group made up of AJ Cody, Barbara Reeves, MJ Shannon, Katrina Staff, and Avery Woodbury, sought to utilize produce produced by local gardens and farms in order to offer a simple, fresh, and healthy alternative to greasy fast food options. Aquabob, a group consisting of Tenzin Kunkien and Austin Thompson, focused their efforts on creating a technology that would allow commercial fisheries a way to locate lost fishing equipment that continues to catch and kill marine life. The fourth finalist, Taproot, run by Elizabeth Dawson and Dylan Gerard, put their efforts into creating an educational nonprofit with an early childhood focus that offer after-school programs, vacation camps, and summer camps. President Birge attended the event and was enthusiastic about the challenge.
I think it's in line with our liberal arts mission, right? So it's getting students to think creatively and innovatively, to work in collaboration with others, to be problem solvers. So I think it reflects some of the greatest things about liberal arts education.
Thompson shared the excitement and relief he felt after presenting his group's project to the panel of judges.
We're feeling pretty good. Even if we don't win, this whole experience is really great. We personally have been practicing this for days, so we're just glad it's over.
Cody talked about how tough he thought the competition was.
Well, to be honest, Aquabob's idea and their name is pretty awesome. So that's big competition there. And Joe and Dan and Peter, their idea is awesome. The apps that's really going to help local businesses around here. And you got to really go all out for the Taproot, because that's kind of part of what Be Great wants to do, is get local youth together. So I think they're all pretty fierce competition.
Heinen expressed that even if his group did not win, he was happy just to take part in the event.
I mean, so far I'm feeling really good. I mean, I think this competition is extremely valuable, and I think along the way we've learned so much about business. I mean, even if we don't win, I'm happy we did this competition.
Dawson and Gerard shared that they felt calm yet relieved after giving their presentation.
Surprisingly calm, actually.
Yeah, calm, but definitely relieved as well.
Yeah,
it was stressful leading up to this, but it feels great now.
President Birge talked about the prospects of continuing the challenge over the course of the next 2 years and shared his hopes to see the event continue on after.
Actually, it will be an annual thing, at least for the next 2 years after this. We have 3 years of initial funding. My suspicion is we'll get more funding for this. I know that one of the program officers for the Feigenbaum Foundation is here tonight, and I just spoke with him a moment ago, and he said, you know, this is the kind of gift we like to give because you've leveraged the gift to do many other things. And he said, we don't see this nearly enough.
After a lot of deliberation, the judges declared Wise-Eye the runner-up and granted the $10,000 win to Locale. Staff and Shannon shared that they thought the win felt surreal and shared their excitement to continue forward.
It's really just surreal to realize that this dream that we've been working on for so many months is becoming a reality, and I think we're just so thrilled to get started and make it real.
Just so overwhelming. Each time I open my mouth, I think I'm gonna cry, so I've been trying not to talk that much because I'm so overwhelmed, but it's the best feeling in the world.
The two also explained what their next step was in pursuing the success of Locale.
Our next step is
Cash this check.
Yes, and to figure out how to get our truck up and running as soon as possible and to serve the people of North Adams and beyond also as soon as possible.
Thanks, Sam. MCLA student Bryanna Bradley recently choreographed and performed Buck alongside Ashton Darrett in the Nick Cave exhibit at MASS MoCA. I was there for an exclusive look at the performance. I'm inside the Nick Cave exhibit at MASS MoCA, where Bryanna Bradley's performance Buck aims to explore the many layers of black masculinity through music, movement, and vocalizations. Bradley chose the Nick Cave exhibit for its community engagement and for the inspiration she found in its use of bucks and lawn jockeys, both depicting and defining black identity. She described the relationship between art and activism and how she aims to individually combat injustice through her work.
Everybody's sense of activism is different, and this was my form of activism, showing the complex lives and the truths that a lot of these men have. And Khalif Browder, who tragically committed suicide after being in prison in Rikers for 3 years, 1 year in prison and 2 years in solitary confinement. So just bringing stories to black men and not having people look at them in a monolith, that's very important to me, and that's my form of activism, showing the joys and the triumphs as well as the trials and the tribulations.
Following the performance, Bradley took the time to deliver a heartfelt thank you to her father Gregory for being a strong, intelligent, gentle, and present father, setting an example of black masculinity for her.
I always wanted to be a positive role model to her. In addition, I always shared my experiences with her growing up as an African-American man in New York City. And I think she took some of that and brought that forth. So, we do have a issue in our community about fathers being present, but I was always present. When she went to tap classes, I was always at every show. I think a lot of that was her thanking me for being there.
Co-producer of the Buck performance, Phil Shedd, explained why art is an inviting and accessible form of protest.
People see like, oh, there's a rally here, and they're very turned off because they think there's going to be this specific agenda. There's this agenda that's being pushed, whereas when people hear usually this like broad idea of art, there's no specific agenda being pushed, which opens it up to people a lot more. There's so much more I feel that you can say through whatever sort of art you may be producing than you can just off the cuff in front of a microphone.
Ashton Darrett, who performed alongside Bradley, gave his take on black masculinity and the role the performance plays on educating those who view it.
I see the unfairness, I see the mistreatment, then I also see the opportunity for change. I'll see the opportunity to unite people against a common enemy, which is not ourselves, but systematic oppression in general. And I thought this was a great avenue to get the word out. Art should make you uncomfortable, it should make you think, it should make you question things. And so I definitely feel as if the audience kind of left here with a different feeling and a different idea and mentality.
After researching how black masculinity affects black men and how it has affected her personally, Bradley explained what the experience became for her.
I found it to be a personal experience, an artistic journey, as well as a long meditation on life and black lives in general.
Are you stressed about final tests, papers, or about how this is the last BWN episode you'll ever anchor? Well, there will be a therapy dog in the quad today starting at 11 a.m. to help relieve that stress. And the annual Spring Wellness Fair brings together health educators and health promotion information for the MCLA community. The fair is today from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Venable Gym. And Take Back the Night is a walk to support eradicating sexual assault, harassment, and domestic violence. The walk is hosted by the Women's Center and is Thursday, April 27th at 8 p.m. in the Quad. The Center for Service hosts the 25th Annual MCLA Community Day of Service on Saturday, April 29th, beginning at 9 a.m. in Church Street Center. And for more information or to register, you can email Chris Hampman. Figment is back for the second time in North Adams to celebrate an abundance of creativity and passion to challenge artists and their communities to find new ways to create, share, think, and dream. There will be plenty of community art and music to enjoy beginning on Saturday, April 29th at 3 p.m. at Windsor Lake. And All Around the World is the Latin American Society's largest event of the year. There will be a wide range of multicultural food and student performances on Saturday, April 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. in Venable Gym, and a dance party will follow from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. also in Venable Gym. And that will do it for this week. You can stay updated with developing news on MCLA's campus by visiting theonlinebeacon.com and by following MCLA on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for being a part of Beacon Web News with us over this past year. It's been our pleasure to become a fixture in MCLA's community and lead to a more informed place to learn and live. Good luck with finals, and to my fellow soon-to-be graduates, good luck with all that your future has to offer. Until we meet again.